For the record, YouTube is dead. 10, 12 years ago, YouTube was prominent. I know, please don't judge me from this red hair, but I have to blend in. I don't have to, but long story, whatever. But for the spirit, for the mind, for the heart, in that realm, and that's what YouTube taps into. Okay, hello. YouTube is dead. Maybe 5 years ago, 8, 10, 12. Wow, it was I think that, and I thought it then. That's why I didn't, never, I'm surprised I'm on now, but see, that's why I'm saying I can get on now because, and I don't really do anything. I just watch and, I might see something here and there, but, and that still too, you have to have different emails and, it's just too much. But anyway, about 10, 12, 15 years ago, YouTube was really like booming in the sense of the spirit connecting, that people had different avenues of what they were talking about, whether it was in the whatever category it was, whether it's food, music, knowledge, spirituality, anything. But those are the categories, but there's many more. But just to give you an idea, those main categories, but even inside the categories, it's everybody's different eye view. That was so beautiful about it. It was a community. It was real knowledge based. You had a little other shit too. Now YouTube is just strictly bullshit. And they have these algorithms now. They've had them then, but it was just, I think this was the point I'm making. I don't want to get sidetracked from the point. For a reason. To see who's who, right? And if you notice, all my real YouTubers and cybers, because in my community, no one had a computer. I had a computer at a very, very early age. I was online. I was typing books. I didn't know like how it is now. YouTube wasn't even out. It was Yahoo, AOL, whatever it was. But they would tell you, oh, it's 1,000 people online. It was only like literally 500 people. Then it got 1,000, then 3,000, and But you get what I'm saying? Worldwide online. Then it gets to all of that. But however, and I felt back for a while. I was a kid anyway. Life happens. And it wasn't this type of technology either. But then eventually, now you have this type of technology, and then YouTube was out, and I got into it through my nieces and nephews. Like, oh, it was like, because my family does music or whatever. Like, oh, music, and food, and I'm like, okay. I was trying to get on Facebook because I already knew. Again, this is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying this for a reason. I consciously didn't want to be a part of it anymore, especially being a part of it when it was grassroots, the World Wide Web, that is. And fast forward to about 2008. It was, YouTube was okay, even though I didn't personally, because like I said, I had my reasons for not wanting to put my likeness on and not being trusting. And then eventually, give you an example. If you were in a music industry or trying to break into the music industry in the 90s, 80s, 2000s, the last thing, the way it was designed, the last thing you would want to do is put your content for free. But the young kids eventually taught us how to embrace this gift and curse. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you use it. And once the powers that be figured it out, they realized it. Soldier Boy slipped in, and I think whatever, I'm not even gonna go there. But boom, and it just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. However, back to what I'm saying. YouTube is dead in the sense that back in the day, not way, way back, I'm talking about like maybe 2010, 2008. And even before then, it was real content. Regardless of what you were talking about, it was real content. It was a highway or whatever for you to do what you wanted to do. Okay. And even though they had other things going on and they had millions of views, because they didn't have all that, they didn't have it together. They wait for us to do it to get it together, to control the shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But another thing would have a bunch of views, but you would have other stuff. Then, you know what I mean? But it was stuff, it was content. As the years went on, you start seeing the politics of the game, and then there was beefs about that. That's how you could tell who's who, right? So trying to fight for their spot. And the real ones that didn't have nothing to do with the spot, not being a part of it, still doing. But however, I've noticed, and I don't like phones. I call them little snitches. Sitting around recording shit. I don't like it. And it's even worse now in 2000, basically 20, but 19, whatever. However, when the way you get on YouTube now and the content that pops up now is different than before. Now, like I said, with the algorithms, even though they already had them, but what I'm trying to say, one plus, adding it up, they figure it out, and we keep messing it. They figure it out, and they mess it up, but they give you a little distraction. Oh, this is going on over there. Make a long story short, YouTube is dead because now you have to really dig and search. And for a person like myself who's not hanging on to a phone or a snitch or, any type of outlet for it to be a snitch, and I lose phone, I guess it's nothing. And pairing that with not wanting to put my likeness out there like that, give and take as the years go by, and then I'm like, okay, let me go back and you can't even find certain platforms. You can't find certain people talking about the things, the like minds, the like spirits. So for the ones, this is the point, for the ones that are still striving, holding true, and doing their thing. And I know what you're going through, okay? Keep pushing, keep doing it because we watching. It might not show the views, the like, whatever, but people are watching. And of course, they watching, what I mean? But who cares? Still do what you're doing. But in a sense, I'm saying YouTube is dead because the content is dead. When you go into the feed, it's just bullshit, politics and bullshit. And every now and again, you know what I mean. You get ain't even know every night they don't throw no bones. You got to dig and search because I found that, and it could be my paranoia, but I don't want to subscribe to something because then it's like the eyes are on. But even what I'm saying back in the day, even if you didn't subscribe, you didn't even have to fucking subscribe. The shit was there. It was there. And once you typed something in, boom, it was there. And then you picked and chose whoever you gravitated towards or whatever, because it's just information and how people is delivering it. But the real key is we're connecting. Aha. Aha. And I think back in them days they was figuring it out. Once they figured now the way it is now, you even if you want to try to connect, you can't. It's nothing on the feed. Even if you type something in, it doesn't. It's like it's lost in the sauce. And like I said again, every now and again, whatever. But Spirit has it worked out, and it's going to be worked out. So this is a motivational thing from the other side of it. People who are watching, because I might not be one to want to get on here and do those things, but for the people that do it, I'm one of the people who's watching. I just recently started even commenting because I started noticing that too, with the commenting and, But at any rate, keep doing what you're doing because YouTube is dead, but the spirit still lives and we're going to shine through. And that's the point that I'm making. YouTube 2020 is gone. They already got the algorithms. They're not going to pop up certain videos to let certain people see. But don't worry about it, because the ones that do see, and we tell, and that's how, and you type it in, and then in network. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? But the point I'm making is, if you notice in the beginning of YouTube, all the people that I'm talking about, the real people, they're dead. They're dead. And they're so slick with how they doing it, because it's not like boom bow bing, but it is boom bow bing for a person that's on point. Now you got this fake woke conscious thing that's happening for the past couple years, but it's whatever. At first it's like great, it's like yeah, it's good, but it ain't good, but whatever. They killing them. Sabi gone. I've been following Dr. Sabi before YouTube, even before YouTube. So YouTube was it was a tool for me. It's like, oh, okay, I can, now you can't even find certain things. Bobby Hemmett. You get what I'm saying? I'm just shouting because I ain't stupid. Because the point of the video is for the little people, because y'all huge. It's little to them, but y'all huge. And I want to keep it like that. That's why I'm mad that I'm even doing this. But you see what happened. They thought they figured it out, but it's a dance. It's a cha-cha. It's a dance. And we gonna dance. We gonna dance. You know what I'm talking about? But at any rate, keep doing what you're doing. It's hard to find, basically what I'm venting. It's hard for me to connect and find the content that I used to, and I took it for granted, being, oh, I ain't into all this little stuff and these snitches, the phones and all that. But when you, oh yeah, like I wouldn't be on there watching somebody slip and fall. Oh, the wig came off, or even though I do like to laugh or whatever, watching a fight or kids cussing, and I would really be doing research and studying, doing my thing, and it really was a tool to tap in and network with people. And now it's not like that. So I want to encourage you guys to, if you're going to continue to use the platform, if you get discouraged, please know that we as us, but specifically from the viewing point, appreciate all of it. Connect with us via podcasts, anything, link ups, meetups, pop up, whatever they calling it, because it's going down, and they killing people. Things is happening, and ain't nothing to be scared of, but I'm just letting you know it's going down. YouTube is dead, but we still alive. Somebody's trying the door.